Welcome back to another episode of Her Workplace Unfiltered. Thank you again for being here with me. Today is a very special episode because I'm going to be bringing you into the details about what is next for her workplace, what the vision is, our priorities, and what those bold steps are that we're taking as we move into this next chapter of growth. If you had a chance to listen to my past two solo episodes, I share a little bit more about what both year one and year two were like. And we are in the midst of heading into year three. So we just celebrated our second year anniversary. But year one was really about launching her workplace, getting it off the ground. And year two was more about learning. So this next phase is all about continuing to build intentionally, including strengthening our platform, expanding our impact, and creating this powerful network and career ecosystem that truly helps to transform the way that women grow in their careers. So I want to take you behind the scenes of where we're going, more specifically, what's evolving, what's staying the same, and what you can expect from her workplace over this next year and beyond that. So if you've been curious about her workplace, what's next for us, or if you've been thinking of the future of your own career and your own ideas, this episode is for you. So to start off, I want to talk more about why this episode matters so much. It's because I'm excited to share what's ahead for her workplace and what the next era has been. You know, again, in year one, it was all about building out the idea, launching it, getting it off the ground, getting that initial momentum. And year two was more about really figuring out how to continue to grow, evolve, and continuing to get more and more clarity on what is specifically the offering. So I want to talk about what is going to shape her workplace's next phase. And just a quick recap, I initially started her workplace as a co-working community, tested the model for 6 months, realized that building a co-working space was not necessarily tied to my mission of wanting to elevate and support and connect women, primarily women who are working with organizations and are in these corporate environments. So pivoted the platform after 6 months, developed a technology that provides women access to the people and the resources and opportunities that will continue to accelerate their career growth. So I want to start off this episode in sharing a little bit more about the why. What is the why behind her workplace? Because as a founder, you have to continuously go back to your why, especially in moments that can be particularly challenging. You have to go back to the mission and the why of why did you create whatever it is that you're building. So here's my why. A few statistics here as well, just to share what the market looks like. So a few statistics here. Early to mid-level professionals, primarily women, are driven, ambitious, yet 74% say that a lack of development opportunities prevents them from reaching their full potential in their careers. Additionally to that, 59% say their company rarely or never helps them explore growth beyond their current role. And this is even more elevated for those that are inside of workplaces where there's cultural or systemic barriers that still exist. So these numbers matter even more when we zoom out. So in the Fortune 500, only about 10% of CEOs are women, and women hold less than 30% of executive level roles overall. So representation becomes even more stark at the intersection of both race and gender. And recently, two of the only Fortune 500 women of color CEOs stepped down in the same week. So when we look at women who are advancing in the workplace, and more specifically, you look at women who are in leadership positions, particularly in these corporate environments within Fortune 500 companies, there's a huge problem of a lack of women advancing and elevating into leadership positions. And this directly intersects with company performance, the culture of organizations, because there's real data behind the fact that when women lead, cultures are stronger, financial returns are better, and overall, there's more opportunity for a stronger and larger diverse workforce. So this isn't a pipeline problem. This is more of an access problem. And that's what I discovered when building the strategic and business plan of her workplace. Her workplace exists to close that gap. And more specifically, what we do. We are a career development platform that connects members to the right people, resources, and opportunities so they can grow, lead, and advance with clarity, regardless of the support they may or may not be getting inside of their companies. We do focus on women, again, because there is a huge problem in women not advancing into managerial and leadership positions. And our platform does use technology, specifically AI, to connect members to those resources. So we have on the platform executive level mentorship, expert coaches, skill building resources, networking opportunities, and overall curated career tools to help women grow, lead, and advance. So our platform is really for the women that are, say, preparing for a promotion, building their influence, navigating their next career move. Her workplace gives women the support, the resources, and the network to move forward with clarity, credibility, and confidence. So overall, our mission is to close that advancement gap for women in the workplace. So I wanted to reiterate my why. I wanted to also share more details about what we are, who we are, what we do, and how that ties to our overall mission. So, what we've learned and what we're taking forward. What's been so interesting about building her workplace over the past 2 years is as a founder, you quickly realize what works and what doesn't work. And one thing that has helped me continue to move things forward is really leaning into the things that work and moving on from the things that don't work. That's how you continue to grow and move fast as a startup. And it's also so important to listen to your customers along the way. So, what's worked for us is really building this really tight and strong network. The mentor platform that we created is pretty incredible. We have primarily C-level and executive level men and women who provide our members with mentorship. And I'm proud to say that one of my mentors and friends is on the platform, and she is the chief brand officer of Starbucks. So it's incredible the leaders that we've been able to bring onto the platform to support our members, because again, it's all about access. And we are providing that access for women to get connected to these amazing leaders that they can learn from. I've also realized that there has been such an increasing need for structured development. So more opportunities for skill development, specifically in building influence and confidence, getting promoted, leveraging negotiation skills. There's so many really important topics that are really front of mind for women as they continue to grow and advance at work. And what our customers have really told me thus far is that women want career clarity, they want confidence, they want access. And when it comes to the support from their companies, there are some incredible companies that are providing resources. But overall, they too need further support in helping to develop talent, particularly with women, but they don't necessarily know how to. So, in this next phase of building her workplace, and what I've been really strategizing that these past several months is that it's really about quality over quantity. You have to continue to provide your customers with more and more value. And that's something that I think about on a day-to-day basis of how can we do more? How can we continue to make this platform more sticky? At the same time, I've been thinking a lot about scalability. So even though we provide some of these incredible programs, it's how do you continue to make them grow and operate more and more efficiently so that you can make a broader impact? And then overall, just being clearer on who we are, what our values are, what our mission is. In addition to that, sharing more of our impact. One of our members a few weeks ago came up to me and said, Marilynn, I just got a new job. And it was actually because of her workplace. Now, it wasn't because she found a job through her workplace. And while that's extremely incredible and important, what I found interesting is that she said, I got a new job because I worked with one of the mentors inside of the platform who helped support me through the interview process. And that is incredible because that's support that women are not necessarily getting. And to not only have access to these incredible leaders who have been there before, who have been in the shoes of a lot of our customers and women, it's getting the access, but it's also getting that real, authentic support. And so that's another thing that I'm really starting to continue to lean in more and more to is how can her workplace continue to be this place where women feel included, they feel welcomed, they can show up as their authentic self. They don't have to worry about, oh, am I wearing, the best outfit for this event that I'm going to at her workplace? Oh, am I showing up a certain way? That they can take their armor off when they step into any room or any opportunity with her workplace. And that too is something I think a lot about. And it's something that I'm really staying so close to is as you're growing and building a scalable startup that is continuing to move more and more quickly and you're building and growing at a certain speed. It's how do you do that while at the same time ensuring that you're staying really close to your customers and you're providing them that real, authentic, and powerful experience. So I want to talk more about the future of the platform because we are technically a tech company and, our tech platform is really the core of what the offering is, of what our members get when they sign on to become a member. We moved from being this membership community to now being this powerful AI-powered platform and network that provides, again, those resources and programming and development tools to the members that are part of us. And so there's so many exciting things that we're doing with the technology to make it easier for our members to utilize the platform. So a few of these highlights are making our matchmaking even more powerful. Our platform uses AI to match our members to each other. So it just takes that effort out of needing to build your network, members automatically get matched to other members in the platform that have similar interests and goals and experiences and values and ask and gives. And so our matchmaking tool is incredible because it provides our members the opportunity to easily build their network within the platform. We also offer opportunities for skill building through workshops. We offer career coaching, mentorship. We just added a new feature where we have a custom chat GPT that women can use that truly is the voice of her workplace. So that's pretty incredible. We have so many other tools and resources and events and experiences that we offer our members. But the key priorities that I'm really focused on more and more is a few things of making these tools easier to navigate. So clear pathways for growth, a more personalized journey for members throughout the platform, such as getting connected to mentors, to coaches, getting shared certain workshops and events that really cater to what it is that they're looking for. So overall, expanding our AI integration and technology even more to provide those recommendations for members. So I'm really excited about that, of just more to come there, of enhancing the overall experience. And again, making it so much easier for members to get access to the right people, the right tools that really match what they're looking for. And overall, just having a better experience of really being able to get and receive those outcomes. Another piece that I'm really focused on too is easier ways for members to engage, track their progress, to stay connected. I think there's so much opportunity with gamification to add those elements in the platform where women are getting certain perks and they're getting certain points and opportunities based on how they're engaging. And they can also track their progress of the way that they're developing, who they're connecting to, what they are building their skills on within the platform. So I think there's another huge opportunity that we're really focused on from the technology side. Now, the programming piece continues to be an evolving pillar. So, a few things that we're adding next year that I'm really excited about. We are including career coaching now in our memberships. So, starting next year, every member tier will include complimentary coaching sessions that are one-on-one. So, it makes more of a personalized experience for our members, and they get that access to the real career guidance and support that they need. We're also further developing our member cohorts. This is something that we just tested with women in the legal field, but we're going to be adding some more cohort programs. So these are like 6-month programs across industries and roles that women will get curated programming, mentorship, events, resources based on that specific group. So a few areas we're looking at is women in marketing, women in fintech, women in customer success, so that women can really grow and advance together with like-minded women in their fields and women who are in similar functions. Another piece of the platform that we're adding next year is adding an experts program. So this will be on-demand learning, and our experts program will feature a full library of on-demand workshops, expert sessions, and learning content from top educators, executives, and industry leaders. So this really gives members that support at their fingertips anytime, anywhere, and they can utilize those resources within the platform that, again, cater to women in the workplace. So topics that really resonate with some of those opportunities and ambitions and challenges that women are facing. We're continuing to add more intimate dinners, roundtables, curated connection moments so that members can really form deeper, higher quality relationships with other ambitious women in the network. This is really important because having that opportunity to connect in person in an intimate setting is something that I really value. And it's something that our members really need and want more of. So I'm excited to do more of these more intimate programs. Similar to the intimate events, we're continuing to grow and evolve our more signature events because having those skill building workshops, having the opportunity to learn from other women leaders in person is so important and a huge piece of what we've been doing since the beginning and continues to help our women grow, lead, and advance with that clarity and confidence while building their network in these in person environments. I'll say one last thing about something that's coming next year is we are hosting our first summit in New York City. It's in partnership with NASDAQ. It's on March 5th. And it's going to be incredible. It's going to be a full day of being surrounded by a huge room of like minded women that you can learn from, you can connect with, and who you can support. So I'm really excited to, again, step into this new chapter with all of these incredible things that we're adding next year. My overall goal in building her workplace is helping women make real moves in their careers. So this is more women getting promoted, more women getting pay raises, more women getting clarity on their career, more women making bold career pivots, more women getting promoted and elevated into managerial and leadership positions. That's who we are. We are a career outcomes platform. We're the place that you go to evolve and advance and grow in your career. And that's what I'm really focused on as we're continuing to grow the platform is what are those outcomes? And how do we continue to make such a big impact while continuing to be a platform that has no intimidation, no gatekeeping, no exclusivity culture, just real, supportive, ambitious women where you can get that more intentional connection. You can get access to the leaders who can support you from a mentorship standpoint. You can get career coaching. You can level up your skills. You can learn from other women and you have those opportunities to make real moves in your career. So, this was a lot of just sharing more about her workplace and who we are and what our vision is and where we're going and all that is to come more specifically next year. And alongside all of this, we're continuing to build and grow our corporate partnerships, our brand partnerships. We want to be the trusted partner for companies, for universities, and brands who are committed to advancing women in the workplace and who are committed to helping more women step into leadership positions. So, what all of this means to me as a founder is this is a big mission that I have. And it is extremely challenging to be building something that is bigger than yourself. But all of this started because I was that woman. I was ambitious. I had an MBA. I was advancing in corporate. I was stepping into leadership. And I saw and experienced and witnessed the broken pipeline of women like me really finding it difficult to advance into leadership. And so that's what fuels me every day is going back to those feelings that I had of being that woman that was the only woman in the room or the woman that struggled to get the pay raise or the woman that was craving for more, yet felt stuck. So as I've continued to build her workplace, I continue to get more clarity on who this is for, what our world needs, what the workplace needs, and where her workplace is going. Because again, I continue to go back to my why. especially in those challenging moments. When I had a baby a year ago and I thought to myself, how am I going to keep building this startup when I have a newborn? It was those moments where I go back to that woman and I go back to how was I feeling when I was in corporate after I got my MBA, after I did all of these things. What were those feelings that I had? And that's what fuels me. And so I would encourage you, if you are thinking of starting something or if you're in the midst of building something, whenever you face challenges, or even if you're trying to get more clarity on where you want to go back to the why, go back to the pain point, go back to the reason why you started it. And that will continue to move you forward. So thank you for being here. I am just so grateful for everyone that has been on this journey with me. My team, our members, our partners, my advisors, our supporters, just everyone who has been so supportive and cheering her workplace on. Thank you so much, because this is big work and this is really, really tough work. And I couldn't do it without the support of the people around me who believe in this and who want to help continue to make her workplace successful. So thank you. I really, really appreciate it. And more to come on everything that we're doing at her workplace. And if you do want to get involved and you're not a member, or you're interested in becoming a member, becoming a supporter, becoming a mentor, becoming a coach, you can learn more about us at herworkplace.com. And we'd love to have you. We're changing the future of work for women. And I would love it if you joined me on this journey. Thank you.